The RV isn't just slowing down, it's bleeding. Factories are closing, thousands of workers are out of work. The same companies that flooded the market during the pandemic are now slashing jobs and tightening belts. And it's us, you and me, the RV owners, that are paying the price. And we get left holding the bag. I'm Chuck with Lake to Lake, and today I'm going to pull the curtain back over the bleak side or the dark side of the RV industry. This is not what you see in the glossy brochures about these fancy RVs and these fancy motorhomes. This is what's going on behind the scenes. We see in the headlines, layoffs. We see in the headlines, sales are down, layoffs. But you know what? It's more than just that. Behind those words are busted dreams, broken promises, and an industry that is scrambling to survive. During the pandemic, the manufacturers went into overdrive. They were making as many RVs as they could make. They were shipping them out to the sales floor, to the dealers. The dealers were selling them. The dealers weren't even discounting them. In fact, in some cases, the dealers were selling them for over retail price. Well, the same mentality that they had back then has planted the seed for the industry downturn today, putting profits over quality and service. Those same units that they're building now are coming back for warranty work because of the sloppy workmanship. And you know what? It's taking weeks and months to get your RVs repaired. If quality hadn't taken a back seat, the manufacturers wouldn't be footing the bill for repairs that are covered under the manufacturer's warranty. It's costing them money, and they're starting to realize that. And the easiest way for them to get around that is to try and put off some of the warranty claims. And we see lots of consumers reporting that that's not covered under warranty when it should be. In 2024, RV shipments collapsed to a level that we haven't seen in over a decade. And in May of 2025, shipments are already down 15% for the industry. What's the response to the reduction in shipments? Thor and Winnebago are cutting hundreds of jobs. Entire plants are shutting down. Over 500 workers at Thor Industries have been let go. They've been laid off, and their jobs aren't coming back. They're going to have to go find completely different jobs in another industry because they're not going to open back up those plants. The livelihoods of those people who lived in Indiana and Ohio, they're gone. Those jobs are gone. Their livelihoods gone. Again, make no mistake, these aren't temporary layoffs. These are permanent layoffs. You don't close a plant down completely with the plan of opening it up in 6 months or a year. Here's the kicker. Thor Industries actually managed to eke out a profit in the last quarter. You know how they did it? Reduction in workforce, laying off people, tightening budgets, cutting costs. But you know what that means? Fewer people working, fewer service people working, fewer products being made, product lines going away, and they're not coming back. Winnebago's deep in the red. They're even forecasting to the financial analysts that their sales are going to be down for the rest of this year. And it's gloomy for 2026 from their viewpoint. So what are they doing? Reduction in workforce, cutting back products, cheapening. They're cutting costs everywhere they can so they can keep money. They're putting profits ahead of quality and service. And we're seeing that on the warranty side. Their stock prices have been hammered. Their investors aren't happy. So the only thing the big boys, the Wall Street people want to see is them making money. They've got to figure out a way to how to cut costs. But Thor's profit came from laying off people, fewer employees, cutting back on product lines, eliminating some product lines completely. This is where it gets real ugly for RVers. With fewer staff and more consolidation, service backlogs are growing. I mean, I had a problem with mine years ago during the pandemic. It was supposed to be a 3 or 4 day job, took 4 months. Need a part? You might be waiting months now. Tariffs aren't helping that out. You need warranty work? You might have to fight for it. One way to cut costs is just deny it. Just say, no, that's not covered under our warranty. And consumers, we're going to feel the pain. And your favorite floor plans, some of your models, they're going away too. There's going to be less options for travel trailers, RVs, fifth wheels to choose from because they're going to consolidate. We're going to see product lines go away. And you're going to see some more manufacturing plants shut down, and those product lines will be gone. What they are, I don't know, but I'm sure we'll see it in the near future. In my opinion, this all started during the RV pandemic, when all the manufacturers got greedy, when they could build a unit, send it to a dealer, and it sold. And they were doing it with such speed that their quality went down. They built the units too fast. They built too many units too fast, and the quality suffered. Just like in any industry. Any industry that ramps up and builds too much too fast, you have quality problems. And right now, us, the RVers, you and me, we're paying the price. If the industry does not start valuing quality and service over profits, they're headed for a reset. And if they put quarterly earnings ahead of the consumers will rebel, and only the best of the best will survive. Do you think this is a temporary storm, or do you think the RV is headed for a long, hard winter? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Well, if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And until I meet around the campfire, y'all take care now. Bye-bye.